now here we are in real estate.
Yes.
We arrived.
We've arrived
at the business, and you're part of one of the largest organizations or most successful part of this organization throughout the whole country. Like,
yes.
This office that you're a part or were a part of was a machine.
It was the number one office in the
United
States.
Amazing.
Number one office, and then the number one office in the world, for several years in a row,
and the leadership there. These guys, I'm not kidding. The leadership there forever. I don't care what anyone says. Huge respect for these guys. Like, amazing. I've tried to build a few organizations. I've tried what they accomplish and what they even are still doing is remarkable. And so we were in this culture, and there was like these just giants in real estate, like the biggest in real estate in the state. Were like just walking through the office, just like regular dudes, just mortals walking around. You know what I mean? And you could say, hey, bro, you want to go to lunch? And I took a lot of these guys to lunch if they would even like listen to this. I was like just a new.
Well, that was the great thing about that culture, is that the Everest culture, right, was one of like acceptance and inclusion and love and sharing. You know, they talked about mindset, skill sets, discipline. They talked about, your thoughts lead to your emotions lead to your actions lead to your results, and that was the stuff that we just had just shoveled into our heads every single day. Every morning, and that's what caused us to succeed on such a high level.
So they had this morning meeting. What was it called?
Ascent.
That's right.
Morning Ascent.
Ascent, and it was just wicked early. Like, what time would we be there?
7:30.
7:30. Yep. We're there, geared up, ready to go.
Ready to rock.
You're not in your flip-flops, chick. You're ready to work.
Yeah, you're ready to freaking rock.
And they start out with these mantras. I succeed because I act on my goals.
I'm an optimist.
I am an optimist. Yeah. I drink water. There was
I drink water every day.
There was
provide energy. Yeah.
But it was a page. It would be a whole page of things, and then there was closing.
I love my life. I am grateful and thankful. I control my thinking. I believe in me. I am enthusiastic. Yeah.
So he's not just throwing out random ones. He's actually going in order.
I'm going down the list.
Yeah. Did you see my face? I had a total flashback.
Dude, I lived and breathed that entire environment for 18 years, dude.
But so in the morning, you're not just reading those things, you're shouting them.
Yeah.
There's a room full of us. We're standing up, and you're like, I succeed because I act on my goals. And just as loud as you can. And then you go, there's a Tony Robbins one, Now I am the voice.
Now I am the voice.
I will lead, not follow. I will believe, not doubt.
I will create, not destroy. Yeah. I am a force for good. I am a force for God. Defy the odds. Set a new standard. Step up. Step up. Step up. Yes. Bananas, dude.
Look, I just got goosebumps.
I did too, dude. I did too.
And you would walk out of that office just like, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm ready to rock. And I could get on the phone and I could have people tell me the worst stories, be mean all day, and I'd be like, thank you, boom.
All right,
boom,
next.
Boom,
yep.
boom, all day, because I would leave there hyped.
Yes.
And this was the culture that we were germinating.
We grew up in.
Yes. Yeah. And I just remember, like, the first time that I went, I am like, what is going on? And then we would sit down after doing this thing, and, No, we would do the thing in the morning. We would do the shouting, the mantras, the Tony Robbins thing. There was one other thing that we would do.
The self-confidence formula.
Yeah. I'll share this with you. I still have them all in a book. I actually review these things regularly because they're so powerful.
I have them down here.
Yeah. And so we would do that, and then we would run around the room, high-five each other.
Yep.
And then we would sit down, and Uncle George.
Yep.
Man, he'd get up and he would drop some religion, like. This guy was like
what I thought was interesting was he would look around the room and he would just pick out people that needed adjustment, right?
Yeah.
Because he just knew, right?
And then he would put the message on, because if Alma was struggling this one thing, odds are good that there's going to be 2 or 5 other people in the room that are doing the same thing. And so he would talk to Alma almost like a one-on-one coaching, super. What's the word I'm looking for here? Like. You were being stripped down.
Yeah. Super intense. Very
vulnerable.
Intentional, vulnerable.
Is the word. And he would just kind of break it down with you, and you were in a place where it was like, okay, let's talk about this. And you would crying.
Yep, lots
of crying
every day. And then almost every day.
And then he'd be like, and so the lesson is, this is what we're gonna do. Is everybody with me? And we were all like,
yes.
Hell yeah, I'm with you, bro. And I would walk out of there, and I called it being Georged up. I've never told anyone that. I always used to say, what would George do? Yeah, WW. I wanted to get bracelets. What would George do? Easier standard, but still pretty high. Exactly. And I I love you, George, if you're listening. Just so you know, he won't be listening. He's got stuff going on, that guy. But anyway, I walked out and I would go to appointments all Georged up, and I would be dressed like George. And that's why my story with Alma was so important, because I would be Georged up, and I can't be George.
Right.
He's George. He's got it covered. He's got the whole account locked up. And so I just need to be the Rob.
Because here's the thing. Here was the good thing about being George at the moment, right? Because you would go into this process and not have confidence, right?
Exactly.
And what builds confidence?
Success,
right? So an immeasurable amount, a pile of successes behind you is what builds confidence, and then the confidence builds character, and then the character builds you as a human, right?
Yeah.
And so if you don't have confidence, you don't have character, you don't have success,
and it never goes.
You have to be George.
Yeah.
So I remember getting on the phones and doing as he did.
Yes.
Right. Do likewise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do likewise.
Let's not pretend.
Let's not pretend. Do as I do.
Yeah.
Literally say what I say. Act like I act. My voice, like your voice, my voice.
Inflection, script, words, timing.
Yep.
All of it.
And then that would get me the appointment. And then when I went on the appointment, I would try to deliver success through closing them. And then I could go. Then I had confidence in my abilities, and then I could be me a little bit more on the next appointment.
Well put.